Hello, grade 9s. Aren't we having a great day? Today, actually, we're going to look at some age problems involving a single person and multiple people. It's done the same way as we've done the coin problems and the motion problems. We just have to set it up correctly. Now, you just finished doing consecutive numbers as well as translating the math words into phrases. So we're going to do the same thing. You always have to have a let x or set it up in the table so that I know what x represents, and always finish it with a therefore statement. I'm going to go through a couple of questions together. If you need to pause or slow it down, please feel free to pause it and go back and go through the question multiple times until you get it. If you need help, Miss Egley is here to help you as well. So the first type of problem is just involving a single person. 5 years ago, John's age was half the age he will be in 8 years. How old is he now? So the first thing you want to do is let x equal John's age. So if x is John's age 5 years ago, so that would be x minus 5. John's age is half the age he will be in 8 years. Well, in 8 years, he's going to be x plus 8. So if this is half of what this is going to be, we either have to divide this part by 2 or multiply this one by 2. Once I've always set it up, I always go back and reread the question to make sure I'm on the right track. So 5 years ago, x minus 5, John's age is half the age. So if this is half, I need to double it in order to equal the age he will be in 8 years. Once you're sure you've got it set up, make sure that you distribute if necessary, and then just solve. You're going to get 2x minus 10 equals x plus 8. Subtract x from both sides, and I'm going to get x equals 18 as my final answer. Therefore, John is 18 years old. Now, if we're going to go down to the next type of question, it involves multiple people. So John is twice as old as his friend Peter. Peter is 5 years older than Alice. In 5 years, John will be 3 times as old as Alice. How old is Peter now? What you want to do is you want to kind of set up a table in order to let me see who is x, who's going to be x plus or 2 times x. So always look at the question. John is twice as old as his friend Peter. We're comparing John to Peter. So let's let Peter be x. That way, John is twice as old as his friend Peter. So we're going to multiply John's age by 2. Peter is 5 years older than Alice, which means Alice is going to be 5 years younger than Peter. If you keep reading, it says in 5 years. So take the age now and then add 5 years. So everybody's age is going to be added by 5. John will be 3 times as old as Alice. So take John's age, 2x plus 5, and it's going to equal some sort of Alex's age. Now, if this is going to be 3 times as old as Alice, we're either going to have to divide John's age by 3 or multiply Alice's age by 3. It won't matter which way you do it, but be cautious. If you do not like fractions, you might want to avoid dividing this part by 3 and just multiply Alice's age by 3. Always go back, read the question again, make sure you understand what it's asking. So, John will be 3 times as old as Alice. So I'm going to multiply Alice's age by 3. Now we're just going to solve. So this is just a simple one. You subtract 2x from both sides. You're going to get x equals 5. So now goes back to the question, how old is Peter now? So Peter's now was just x. Well, we just figured out that x was 5. So therefore, Peter is 5 years old. Let's continue down to another type of question. We're going to set it up in a table again. John's father is 5 times older than John. So we're comparing John's father to John. John now is going to be x. John's father is 5 times as old. John is twice as old as his sister Alice. So if John is twice as old as his sister Alice, Alice is going to be x divided by 2. In 2 years' time, so now we have to add 2 to both of them. or to all three of them, sorry. You're going to have 5x plus 2, and Alice is x over 2, or divided by 2, plus 2. Their sums of their ages will be 58. So you can do a couple things. First of all, you want to add all of their ages together, because the sum of their ages in 2 years, so that's why I'm using the second column, is going to be 58. Now I have a fraction here, so you can do a couple things. You can get everything over a common denominator, or what I would do is I would simplify what I can first. So again, I'm just going to simplify. I have x, 5x, and a half of x. So really, I have 1 plus 5 is 6, plus a half of an x. So I have 6.5 x's, and then I'm going to have plus 6 equals 58. When I when I subtract 6, you get 6.5x. Now I changed it into a decimal just because a half of an x is easy to change into a decimal, but you can leave it as a fraction and then convert it in afterwards. When you divide by 6.5, you get x is equal to 8. Go back to the question, how old is John now? Well, John's age now is just x. Well, x was just 8. So therefore, John is 8 years old. All right, last two types of questions. Al's father is 45. He is 15 years older than twice Al's age. So let x equals Al's age. He is 15 years older. So if I take his age now and subtract 15, it should equal twice Al's age. Twice Al's age. So he's 15 years older, so in order to make them equal, I have to subtract 15 in order to make it equal to twice the age. So 30 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 15. So therefore, Al is 15 years old. Question number 4. Karen is twice as old as Lori. So we're going to let x be Lori. And that way, Karen is twice as old. So 2x. 3 years from now. So again, you can either set it up as a chart or have your let x. So 3 years from now, I'm going to have x and x, or 2x, plus 3. Okay? The sum of their ages will be 42. Perfect. Sum means I add. Now let's just simplify. We have 3x plus 6 equals 42. Subtract 6 from both sides. 3x equals 36. X is equal to 12. So how old is Karen? Wow, well we said Karen was 2x. So therefore, Karen is 24 years old. So if you need more examples, you can go to this website. It's just another person going through some more examples of how to do age problems. But I would like you to complete the assignment that Miss Egley has given out to you. It's a worksheet, as well as I put it on Blackboard for you in case you lose it. But I suggest doing it on a separate sheet of paper so that you have some room to show me your work. You will be handing these in to Miss Egley, and I will be going through with them, or you will be doing them in class. I'm going to let that up to Miss Egley to decide. So hopefully you guys learned how to do age problems, and if you have problems, please see Miss Chow or Miss Egley, and they'll help you set them up. Have fun!